In today's meditation, we'll try 3 techniques for cooling the body down and calming the mind to make it easier to achieve thoughtless awareness in your meditation. We'll begin the meditation by raising our kundalini and putting on a bandhan. So the kundalini travels from the triangular bone at the base of the spine, through the swadhisthana chakra in the lower abdomen, through the nabi in the stomach. She enters the heart chakra in the chest, then the Vishuddhi in the throat, the Agya in the forehead, and finally she touches the crown of the head, the Sahasrara chakra. We do it again, so Kundalini rises from the sacrum bone into the Swadhisthana, into the Nabi, into the heart, the Vishuddhi, the Agya, and the Sahasrara, where you tie a knot. Third time rather. The Kundalini travels from the sacrum bone into the Swadhisthana, the Nabi, the heart, the Vishuddhi, Agya, and Sahasrara. On the third occasion, we tie 3 knots. So we tie 3 knots. 1, 2, and 3, and then we put on a bandhan, which is the right hand moves from the left side of the body over on top of the head, down to the right, and then back again. And this is counted as once. We do it 7 times. Once you've done that, just keep your attention at the crown of the head for a moment and give the Sahasrara a chance to open out. Notice how you feel. Is it becoming cool at the crown of the head? This is the indication that the Kundalini is opening out, the Sahasrara chakra. Okay, now the techniques. So when the body is a bit warm, when you're a bit hot and bothered, when your mind is quite busy, it's very difficult to be in meditation. So these are 3 simple things that you can do to try and calm and settle your body down. So the first thing we do, we make use of the earth. And ideally, hopefully, you've got to the point now where you can sit on the ground, because as nice as it is, and perhaps we're used to sitting on a chair, but if you can sit on the ground, then that really does help you. So this assumes that you're sitting on the ground. If you're sitting on a seat, I'll explain what you have to do. So if you're sitting on the ground, press the left and right palms on the ground beside you. We're making use of the cooling nature of the earth. And if you have a wooden floor, that's better. Any natural surface that you have is better than an artificial surface. And the best surface of all is actually sitting on the Mother Earth. If you've got a garden, you can sit out there. So the left and right hands, palms pressed on the Mother Earth beside you. If you happen to be sitting on a seat and you can't do anything about it, then just let your right and left hands hang beside you on the ground. So they're loosely hanging beside you. We'll hold that position and just see what effect it begins to have on us. Keep your attention at the top of your head. Sitting on the ground in this posture helps the Muladhara chakra, and it grounds us, it balances us, and it grounds us. And you may even begin to feel the effect now. And just see whether you can feel an increased sensation of a coolness at the top of the head. Okay, we come to the second technique. So you can put both hands back on your lap. Now, what we do is we bend the left arm at the elbow, so the fingers are directed in the air, but the palm is facing towards you. And this is clearing the right side, which is your sun channel, which heats the hot channel, the hot side. So by holding our left hand in this position, we're ventilating the heat of the right side. Yeah? So again, we'll just hold this position and see whether we can begin to feel the effects. Keep the tension on top of your head. Okay, notice how you feel. Again, the indication that it's working is that there's an increased sensation of coolness at the top of the head or even within the body. As the Kundalini comes up, she pushes out the heat of the body or the heat that we feel within ourselves. Okay, third technique. So with your left hand remaining palm open on your lap, this time we take the left hand and press it on the liver, on the right hand side of the body. So the liver is below the rib cage on the right side of the body. Yeah, so just press your left hand there and hold it. So what is happening here is that the coolness, because our left channel, our left hand represents the moon, which is cool. So we're applying this coolness to the liver, which is what becomes overactive and makes it difficult to meditate. Yeah, so just hold your left hand on the liver, right hand palm open, attention at the top of the head, and just see whether you can begin to feel the effect. And this sometimes works better if you use an ice pack. Yeah, so instead of just holding your left hand on your liver, get an ice pack out of the fridge, wrap it in a tea towel or a paper towel, and press it against the liver. It cools it down, which calms your mind down completely. Just keep your attention at the top of the head. And again, notice whether you can feel an increase in sensation of the Kundalini. There's a coolness on top of the head. Okay, you can put your right left hand back on the lap. So we'll sit for a moment, left and right hands flat, palm open on the lap, and then fully at the top of the head, and just the state of thoughtless awareness, which is the meditation. And we can use the breath control technique if you find that it's hard to be still in your head. Yeah, so you just reduce the breathing to the point where it's almost as if you're not breathing at all. Hold yourself almost like a statue with the attention at the top of the head. And then when you really have to breathe, just breathe gently at the lower abdomen, in the stomach. Okay, and there you go. I hope you felt that. So a little technique to try and cool yourself down, because when you're hot and bothered, it's not so easy to meditate. Okay, have a great day.
All right? All right? All right? All right. All right. All right. All right. All right.